A group of moms, they're innovating a new way to break barriers with young children using activities and the five senses, also tapping into their creativity to help children really expand their worldview. Co-founder of nonprofit Bear the Truth, Be the Change, Sabia Carrington-Winter is with us now to talk about the latest effort which tackles the topic of racism. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you, Aubrey. How are you?
We're really well. Happy New Year. Tell us how breaking barriers encourages conversations between children and adults when it comes to racism.
So, Breaking Barriers was a activity and conversation deck that we created following the success of our teddy bear protest, which allowed families to send their teddy bears on a protest and have conversations with their children about racism. And so we wanted to continue the conversation and follow it up with action. So this deck of cards is a simple, fun, no experience needed, and it's broken down into 11 different themes that are all tackle anti-racism and self-exploration, self-identity, and they give you 5 different guided learning opportunities, which is talk, create, act, and explore, and then a theme card. So it's just fun activities for ages 5 and up. And even myself, I have a 2.5-year-old, and there's some pictures on the cards, and I do them with my child. And it could be something as simple as, you know, how do I see myself on the outside? And so one of the activities is to go around the house and take things that remind him of him. So he has curly hair, so we'll go get the little curly pasta and put it on the paper. And just make it a really fun activity because some of the feedback we received is mothers and parents always wondered, how do you talk about racism with your child? When is a good time to talk about it? And so this was our way, with a team of volunteer moms, 2 of which are teachers, that we created these conversation cards in order to help facilitate this difficult conversation.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea because it can be a very tough subject for parents to sort out with their young kids. You kind of told us a little bit about the activity decks. So when you were creating them, like, what was the focus?
The focus was really self-identity, self-exploration, helping children learn to love and appreciate not only themselves, but the world around them, others. So you go a little bit more in depth into your friends, your families, what are traits that you have in common, what are traits that are different, internal, physical. So these are all the building blocks to help. And as you get older and as your child gets older, then you can go a little bit deeper into each category. And overall, the objective is, you know, to raise anti-racist kids that, you know, would just love one another. No matter where we come from, we can't be afraid to be different and to love different people, different things. So that's our ultimate objective.
Right, and I have some of the cards here, and it's like, even though, you know, it deals with topics around racism and kind of self-identity, it's not like it's specific to any one person. You kind of made it so that you tailor it to your own family and look at how it applies to your situation.
Absolutely. Not only does it cross different races, but also it covers the LGBTQ community and topics, disabled people and children. And so it's really very, very diverse, and it's very simple. We wanted to make it simple because we know that people struggle with having these conversations, and they're afraid. They're saying, oh, my child's too young. But in actuality, research shows that we shouldn't be afraid. We should talk about you know, the different features. You know, why is my friend, you know, in a wheelchair, and what is equity versus equality? And so this is our way. If you're looking for a simple way to just jump in and tackle these topics in a fun way, especially during quarantine. So someone like myself, if I were to do my skin tone, I'd probably grab the whipped cream and the caramel because I'm multiracial. You know, and just make it fun like that. And this is what's going to help long term.
And what is some of the feedback you've been getting?
It's been amazing. A lot of people can't believe that we've accomplished this, and they're so grateful that they have something where they know we could start step 1, and you don't have to do it in any particular order. You can grab one card one day. The great thing about a talk card, for instance, is if you have a little road trip, you could just grab all the talk cards, and in the card, something you can do with your children. So it's really diverse. It's made by moms, so we know how hectic it is
Moms know
for moms.
best. I'm with you. Moms know how to get it done. And well, you know what? When we can all use tools like this to have these conversations. Sabea, thanks so much for coming on the show. You can learn more about this activity deck and more at bearthetruth.com.